Very good morning, everyone. How are you all? I once again welcome you all in Advanced Accounting Group 2 CA Inter classes. Are you all ready? So almost we completed Group 1 and I hope everyone is doing well. And as per accounting Group 1 is concerned, I think that you are revising that also. So about advanced accounting, as you all know, this is paper 5, means I can say that for group 2 this is the first paper, correct? So of course this will be of how many marks? 100 marks. As per my opinion, this is more interesting. This subject means advanced accounting is more interesting than accounting. And also it is very easy to score marks in advanced accounting as compared to accounting. Means I'm not saying that volume is less, a paper is very easy, no. But what I have seen, students score more in advanced accounting as compared to accounting if they are prepared. The main reason may be that accounting being the first paper थोड़ा pressure होता है. But once you completed group 1 and you come to group 2, आपको आदत हो जाता है for writing in exam. Correct? Now 100 marks, our target will be as usual, target is 90 plus. Many of my student has scored 90 plus in advanced accounting. Correct? Syllabus is also, if you look into the syllabus, let us know what are the content of this syllabus. Correct? So once again this is divided into two parts. One is what? Accounting. One is related to accounting and other is accounting standard. Means there are some accounting for special transactions, and then accounting standard. Accounting standard means we'll discuss in this subject those accounting standards which were not covered in accounting. So in accounting also we have covered many accounting standard. The balance accounting standard will be dealt in this subject. Apart from, there are some accounting standard which is not in CA inter syllabus only, because that has been segregated for CA final. Understood what I am saying? Now, more or less, from examination point of view, this will cover 25 to 30 marks, and balance, I will say, this will cover 75, or because the paper consists of 120 marks, I think one question can be left option में, correct now. Therefore, I am writing this consists of 75 to 80 marks. Correct. So, in this, what are covered? First chapter will be employee stock option plan. Employee stock option plan, which is based on a guidance note. The accounting treatment is based on guidance note. Correct. What is guidance note? If accounting standard is silent regarding some particular transaction, so institute will draft, yeah, institute has issued many guidance note based on which we follow accounting treatment. Correct. Guidance note. Understood. तो जिसका accounting standard नहीं होता है, then institute will give guidance note. हाँ, there is a one difference between accounting standard and guidance note. कि accounting standard is a part of law. Therefore, for companies they are mandatory. But guidance note is only recommendatory. They are not mandatory for entity to follow. क्योंकि that is issued by ICI and that has not been included or notified under company's rules. Understood what I am saying? Yes, sir. Point number 2. Second is buyback of buyback of shares. Buyback of shares. Correct? Understood? Now we have done one redemption of preference shares. So this buyback of shares means I am saying it is normally equity shares only. So buyback of equity shares will be more or less the accounting treatment will be similar to redemption of preference shares. Redemption of preference shares. So if you know that chapter, so it will be very easy for me to explain you buyback of equity shares. Correct? Understood? Point number 3. Point number 3. Then we have internal reconstruction. Internal reconstruction. A new chapter, internal reconstruction, we'll discuss when we'll come to that chapter. Then point number 4, amalgamation. Amalgamation of companies. Amalgamation of companies. I think if you read newspaper, or listen news, then you must have came across this word amalgamation or merger. This company has taken over this company. Correct ना, ऐसा कुछ word आपने सुना होगा. So what will be the accounting treatment in that situation we'll discuss under amalgamation of company, and this is based on accounting standard 14, AS 14. Correct. Point number 5. Then we have liquidation of companies. Liquidation of companies means, if you remember, we started with incorporation, pre-incorporation of companies. Correct ना? तो incorporation क्या, कभी ना कभी liquidation होगा. तो at the time of liquidation, what need to be done, that we'll discuss under this chapter, liquidation of companies. Correct? Yes, sir. Then point number 6, financial statement of banking companies. Banking companies. Financial statement of banking companies. Correct now. So we already discussed that Schedule 3 is not applicable to banking companies and insurance companies. Correct now. You remember? Initially, we are having both financial statement of banking companies and insurance company in our syllabus. But now, financial statement of insurance company has been withdrawn from the syllabus. Correct now. Has been withdrawn from the syllabus. So we have only financial statement of banking companies. Financial statement of banking companies. Correct? Yes, sir. So Schedule 3 is not applicable. The format will be prescribed as per Banking Regulation Act. Correct? Yes, sir. Then point number 7, we have non-banking, non-banking financial companies, non-banking financial companies. So we have a small chapter NBFC, but we'll not discuss here financial statement. The financial statement of NBFC is not in the syllabus, but we'll discuss some accounting points of this chapter in our syllabus. Correct? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then next point is consolidated financial statement. Consolidated financial statement. Correct now. So you must be knowing about parent company and subsidiary companies. Correct now. So we need to consolidate the books of parent company with subsidiary companies, and we need to prepare a financial statement, assuming that the entire group is one entity. उसको बोलते हैं consolidated financial statement. Already we have done consolidated financial statement in which chapter? Branch chapter. जहाँ पर branch trial balance we used to consolidate with the head office trial balance. Correct ना? Understood? तो यहाँ पर हम subsidiaries and holding companies के बारे में बात करेंगे. Consolidated financial statement. You can see all these chapters are related to companies. Means entire discussion under advanced accounting will be for companies. Only one chapter which was initially in group 1 accounting but now has been shifted to group 2. Correct now. So we'll also discuss about, write down, advanced issue in partnership. Correct. So in CA Foundation you have done partnership chapter which was related to admission, retirement, death or changes in profit sharing ratio. यहाँ तक आपने किया है. Apart from that, we'll discuss with the advanced issue in partnership, for example, sale of partnership firm or dissolution of partnership firm. That will be discussed in this chapter. Correct now? Understood? So this is the total. These are the 9 chapters which we are going to discuss. Correct? Understood? Then after this we'll come to accounting standard. Correct? What are the accounting standard we have that I am not mentioning right now? When we start accounting standard, automatically you know. Correct? Understood? So once again I repeat, we are doing, we need to concentrate on this point. 90 marks. Correct? And very easy. I have full confidence that if you study with conceptual clarity, you'll easily get 90 plus marks. Correct? Yes, sir. Okay. So are you all ready? Can we start? The first chapter of advanced accounting? Respond. Everyone respond. Can we start first chapter of advanced accounting? So we'll start with, write down, chapter 1, employee stock option plan. Employee stock option plan. Employee stock option plan, commonly known as ESOP. Commonly known as ESOP. Already I said that this chapter is based on guidance note guidance note on accounting for employee share based payment. Share based payment. Correct? Based on guidance note on accounting for employee share based payment. Correct? Issued by issued by whom? Issued by ICAI. Correct? ICAI. Correct? Now, the word is share based payment. The word is what? The payment which is done in the form of equity shares or preference shares. Correct? Now, reading what I'm saying means, just listen. Ki if there is one entity, there is one entity, correct? Entity, correct? Who has done payment? Who has done payment in cash or any other asset to his employee, to his employee. आप मेरी बात समझ पा रहे हो कि पेमेंट हैज बीन डन in the form of cash or asset to employee, correct? But for what purpose? Because they have received some services. The services has been received by entity, correct? So employee will always provide services to entity, correct? And for that services received, entity will pay consideration either in the form of cash, either in the form of cash or asset, either in the form of cash or asset. Correct now? Understood? So this is the payment in the form of cash or asset. So this is what? Payment done in the form of cash or asset. So this is not covered in this chapter. Correct now? This is as simple as payment of salary or wages to employee or any perquisite. I think now you have done income tax act. You know the word perquisite. तो उसका जो payment होता है, correct ना? That is not covered in this chapter. So this is covered. ये जो transaction है, this is covered in accounting standard 15, and this is not in our syllabus. Not in syllabus. Correct now. Means, of course, a very simple transaction. I will say the journal entry salary account debit to cash. Salary account debit to cash. This journal entry will pass. Means accounting treatment we know, but this is based on AS 15, which is not in our syllabus. Means मैं आपको ये नहीं बोल रहा है कि you don't know the journal entry of salary paid. Are you getting what I am saying? Have you understood what I am saying? You know the journal entry of employee, the payment to employee for services received. But there are many other points in accounting standard 15, correct now, which you don't know, or which we don't know right now, which will be discussed at CA final level. So this is not in our syllabus. Are you getting what I am saying? ये हमारे syllabus में नहीं है. तो in this chapter we are not discussing this. ये तो समझ में आया. तो what we are discussing? कि entity, correct? Entity will do payment to any employee, any employee, correct? For the services received. For what received? What is received? Services, correct? For services received from employee. Services received from employee, correct? And the payment is done in the form of equity shares. of entity. Correct. So we are discussing about this transaction in this chapter. This is known as what? Share based payment. Share based payment, but only to employee. Only to employee means guidance note does not cover any payment which is done in the form of shares to non-employee. Non-employee को जो शेयर में पेमेंट होता है उसके बारे में this guidance note is not discussing. तो यहाँ पर this person must be the employee of the entity. Correct. So this is known as share based payment. Correct. And this is covered in guidance note. Guidance note. Correct. Understood this point. There is one more point. मेरी बात समझना. Entity has received services from employee. Has received services from employee. Correct. And payment is done in the form of cash. In the form of cash. But how much cash, that is dependent on the market price of shares. Are you getting what I'm saying? Means cash में तो payment होगा, but how much cash, that is dependent on market price of equity shares. Are you getting what I'm saying? So here entity receives services and the employee is entitled to receive cash. Entity receives services and employee is entitled to receive cash, which is based on the market price of equity instrument. Which is based on the market price of equity instrument. So this is also known as share based payment. इसे भी हम क्या बोलेंगे? This is also share based payment. Share based payment. Are you getting what I'm saying? So where cash is paid, but how much cash, that is based on the market price of equity shares. That is based on market price of equity shares. That is also covered in this guidance note. That is also covered in this guidance note. Correct ना? उसे भी हम क्या बोलेंगे? Share based payment. Means can I say share based payment means where employees entitled to receive either equity shares or cash cash, and that cash is based on the market price of shares, that are what? Share based payment, that are employee share based payment. Are you able to understand? Correct. So both examples are share based payment. तो we call it, इसे बोलते हैं हम employee stock option. Employee stock option, and this is known as stock appreciation right. स्टॉक एप्रिसिएशन राइट, इसे प्यार से बोलते हैं ईसॉप. वी कॉल इट प्यार से सार. आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम सेइंग? आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड? ईसॉप एंड सार. करेक्ट. हैव यू अंडरस्टूड? यस सर. करेक्ट. बट अच्छी बात है कि स्टॉक एप्रिसिएशन राइट इज नॉट इन आवर सिलेबस. मींस दिस स्टॉक एप्रिसिएशन राइट is not in our syllabus. I'm just giving you, it is also covered under employee share based payment, but this is not in syllabus. Not in syllabus. Why? Because chapter का नाम क्या है? Employee stock option. तो the wider term is employee share based payment. Employee share based payment, and ESOP is a part, yeah, is an example of employee share based payment. Employee share based payment. Correct. Understood this point? Yes sir. So whenever service is received, yeah, is to be received in future. Correct now? So this is known as employee stock option. But sometimes option is given for some past services. Already some services has been rendered. Means this service can be either received in past or will be received in future. तो अगर फ्यूचर में रिसीव होगा उसको बोलते हैं एम्प्लॉय स्टॉक ऑप्शन. बट इफ इट इज ऑलरेडी रिसीव्ड इन पास्ट and for that some shares will be issued in future, are you getting what I am to employ, then उसे बोलते हैं employ stock purchase plan. Employee stock purchase plan. Are you getting? Difference इतना ही है. Means if the shares will be issued for past services, then we call it ESPP, Employee Stock Purchase Plan. Whenever shares are issued for future services to be received by the entity, then we call it Employee Stock Option Plan. However, the accounting treatment will be more or less same. Understood? However, I think in Companies Act, you have done one special point that is known as sweat equity shares, correct now? So this is nothing but sweat equity shares. Do you know about sweat equity shares? बताओ sweat equity shares क्या पढ़ा है आपने? Have you done sweat equity shares? Everyone respond. If you have done sweat equity shares, can you respond? Can you say me what is sweat equity shares as per Companies Act? As per Companies Act बताओ sweat equity shares क्या होता है? Anyone? Anyone? अरे that तो I can understand it can be issued at discount, but what is sweat equity shares ये पूछ रहा हूँ. मैंने पूछा what is sweat equity shares, it can be issued at discount. So what is equity shares? It cannot be issued at discount. Where this will be a correct answer, what I am asking that you need to answer na. What is sweat equity shares? Anyone? Shares given to employee as a reward for his hard work. Means shares given to employee for the services rendered. Yes, for the services already received. Shares which are issued to employee for their services rendered. So what is ESOP? ESOP और sweat equity shares में difference क्या होता है? What is difference between ESOP and sweat equity shares? Already I have given one difference कि ESOP is for what? Future services. Sweat equity shares for past services. Already the services has been received. There are some more difference. उसको हम बाद में बात करेंगे. Correct? Understood? Yes sir. इतना समझे? हाँ. This is ESPP is also a part of syllabus. So even though the chapter name is ESOP, but we'll also cover employee stock purchase plan. We'll also cover employee stock purchase plan in our chapter. Can we start? Now we'll start with what? Employee stock option plan. Correct? Now employee you know, so nothing to say about employee. Correct? Stock means what? Here stock means not inventory. This is what? Group of shares. Group of shares. So when we, a common word has been used for the group of shares, that is stock. Correct now? So in this, stock means a group of shares. Correct? Option means what? Option means a right, a right, but no obligation. A right but not no obligation. Means some option is given to employee, some option, some right is given to employee, some right is given to employee. So whenever right is given, याद करो right says, whenever right is given, so can I say the right will be given to subscribe shares, but at which price? At a price equal to market price, at a price more than market price, at a price less than market price. मुझे ये बताओ. Whenever right is given, so that right will be given to subscribe equity shares at a price equal to market price, or at a price less than market price, at a price more than market price? You only say, because already we covered right shares in group 1. Batao. Everyone. At a price less than market price. So what we need to understand, which right has been given? Right क्या है यहाँ पर वो देखना पड़ेगा. Right. So this right is to what? To subscribe. To subscribe. Correct? To subscribe, or we can say purchase. Correct? Equity shares. To subscribe equity shares at a price, at a price less than, less than market price, less than market price of shares, of equity shares. Correct? Understood? Correct? So this right is given. This right is given. Right is what? To subscribe equity shares at a price less than market price. Right? Correct? Without any obligation. Means there is no obligation. Means it is a choice of employee whether to purchase or not to purchase, or not to purchase. Means there is no obligation to purchase. Right to दिया, but there is no obligation to purchase. आप मेरी बात समझ रहे? ड्यूटी नहीं है परचेज करने का. तो one right has been given. For example, I have given you right. I have given you one right. Correct now? Right diya, that you can ask me any doubt. You can ask me any doubt. I have given you a right that you can ask me any doubt after class. After class. Correct ना? आप मुझसे डाउट पूछ सकते हो आफ्टर क्लास. इट इज राइट. Means now after class, either you can ask me a doubt, or you may decide not to ask doubt. Means there is no obligation. There is no obligation on you to ask me a doubt after class ना. तो right जब भी बोल देते हैं तो वहां पर सिर्फ क्या होता है, वहां पर there is no obligation. There is no obligation. So option always give a right without any obligation. Without any obligation. Correct? Understood? Plan means, of course, this is a plan which is announced by the entity to motivate, to motivate employee, to motivate employee. Correct now? So employee stock option plan. This plan. So this is scheme. Plan means scheme to motivate, to motivate employee, to motivate employee. Correct now? Are you getting what I am saying? So right now, whenever an option is given, there is, that is always to motivate. For example, just try to understand as per our contract. हम अगर अब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के बारे में बात करें तो एज पर आवर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट आई विल टीच यू फॉर 3 hours, but in our contract it is nowhere written that you can ask me doubt after class. Correct ना? कहीं लिखा हुआ नहीं था. There was nothing mentioned. Correct ना? Are you getting what I am saying? And I have never said you, I have never given you that, that in writing that you can ask me doubt after class. Correct? Now, are you getting? Means once the class is over, once you go to home and I will come to my home, then khatam. And once the syllabus is over, then also I may not answer. But can I say, to motivate you, to motivate you, I will always give an option कि you can ask me a doubt, you can ask me a doubt whenever you want. So can I say, this option is given always to motivate the other party, motivate the other party. Of course, this option I will not give to the student who are not studying from me. They cannot ask answer from, they cannot ask any query from me. Correct? Even though they're asking, I will say, who are you? Who are you? Are you able to understand what I am saying? But if you, being my student, you are asking doubt from me, so I will always answer. I will always answer. Why? So can I say, this is also one option I have given to you to motivate you. Ki in any circumstances you have are in any trouble, you can always ask me that point. Understood? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is scheme to motivate employees. But what was the need? What was the need? इसका need क्या था? What was the need? Normally what happened? This employee stock, समझना मेरी बात को. This employee stock option plan was first introduced by Infosys in India. I think everyone know Infosys, correct now? Understood? Correct? This is an IT based company. And I know that you also know that this Infosys is totally dependent upon their technical employees. Means their main asset are human resource only who are working in their companies. Normally, for example, just try to understand in a manufacturing organization, there are many unskilled labor. And normally we can find unskilled labor in the market. So manufacturing organizations are not totally dependent on their workforce. I'm not saying that they are not dependent. But an IT based company, or I say, if I say my example, we are topic educations, correct now. So here also, the entire business dependent upon faculties only. If we do not have good faculties, the student will never come. Even though we are doing lot of promotions, correct? Understood? So Infosys is the IT based company which is totally dependent upon their workforce, skilled workers, correct? Understood? Now what happened? What used to happen? Ki Infosys used to appoint employee. So when they are appointing employee, at that time they are what? They are what? Degree. They are what? Of course they are. They have done some courses, but they do not have work experience. They do not have that technical skills. Are you getting of working in a definite environment? Correct now. So they will hire the employee with certain degrees. Correct now. But can I say they might not know the work culture, work environment. Correct now. So Infosys used to appoint the employee. Then they used to do a lot of expenditure in training of that employee. Training of employee. Correct now. That training is required. That training is required for the for increasing the efficiency of that employee. Correct now. For example, I am a chartered accountant. When I become CA, that time I was not that much experience to work in any environment. Correct now. Therefore, when I joined Deloitte, when I joined Deloitte, so for 3 months, 4 months, they have given me training because I was from a mediocre firm. I was not knowing how to work in the highest level of what? Audit. So for 3 months, even though I am a chartered accountant, but that time I was not knowing what type of work I need to perform for audit of a listed companies. So for 3 months, they have not given any specific job. They were giving only training to me. Once I become trained, now they started giving me assignment. So training to compulsory, even though I was chartered accountant, training to jaruri hai, correct? So training of employee, and they used to do a lot of expenditure on this training, correct? Understood? Now suppose 1 year expire, and now they become trained. They become trained employee. Correct now. Means after 1 years of some training and some work, they become a trained employee. Correct now. Are you getting? Suppose we appointed them at rupees 1 lakh per month. 1 lakh per month. Are you getting what I'm saying? 1 lakh per month. Now after training, their value will become what? 2 lakh per month. 2 lakh per month. Correct. Of course, Infosys will also increase the salary. But Infosys will not increase the salary from 1 lakh to 2 lakh. 1 lakh से 2 lakh का थोड़ा करेगा because they have done a lot of expenditure on this. So of course they will increase. Suppose now their salary in what? In Infosys become 1 lakh 20,000 per month. But their value is 2 lakh per month. So what will happen? This employee will start searching job in other companies. And can I say other company will be willing to pay 2 lakh? Because now they become trained employee. Now they become trained employee. Are you getting? So the value of that trained employee is 2 lakh per month. Are you getting? The value of that employee is 2 lakh per month. Even though, just try to understand, even though Infosys is giving 2 lakh per month, but can I say because they become trained employee, they will start searching job outside. Correct now. And it might happen there are some company who do not want to do expenditure on training. They may give 2 lakh 10,000 to them. So what happened? The trained employee start used to what? Start leaving the job because they get higher salary in either Indian companies or foreign companies. Most of the trained employee Infosys was recruited by foreign companies outside India. They will leave India, they will go outside India. Are you getting? So this was the major problem with Infosys. They used to train employee, then the employee used to leave the companies. Why they used to leave the companies? Why? Because can I say there was no can I say relationship between employee, there was no relationship between employee and the entity. वो relationship ही नहीं बना ना, वो relationship नहीं बना. Are you getting what I am saying? So can I say an employee will never become related to companies. employee होता है. मीन्स सही शब्द में बोले एम्प्लॉय मीन्स व्हाट? नौकर. नौकर ही तो होता है ना. और नौकर किसी का नहीं होता. नौकर किसी का नहीं होता है. The company who will give higher remuneration, they will go to that companies. They will go to that companies. Correct now? Are you getting what I am saying? Therefore, I always say, we being a chartered accountant, we should not become the employee of any entity. Correct ना? हमें किसी कंपनी का नौकर थोड़ा ना बनना है. एंड नौकर बनने के लिए वी आर नॉट डूइंग दिस कोर्स. करेक्ट ना? आई ऑलवेज say that my students should not become the employee of any companies. For 1 year, 2 year to get the work experience training, we can join a job. But once you become trained, you should start your own entity. You should start your own entity. Correct now? Are you able to understand what I am saying? Yes, sir. So what I was saying, this was the major problem which was faced by Infosys. So what they thought, employees should become a part of what? Equity. उनको कुछ इक्विटी इंटरेस्ट मिलना चाहिए. If they become equity holder, if they become equity holder, are you getting what I am saying? If they become equity holder, so they will become part of the companies. And therefore Infosys started announcing ESOP. Understood? ESOP का जन्म कहां से हुआ? Because of this reason. So because of this reason, to stop labor turnover is skilled employee. Infosys started giving employee stock option to their employee. Now what is ESOP that we need to understand? What is ESOP that we need to understand? Now let us come to ESOP. Correct. So under ESOP, one plan will be announced. One plan will be announced. So a plan will be announced by the entity. This is plan. The date when the plan or scheme is announced, that date is known as grant date. Which date? Grant day. Means on this date, plan is announced. Under this plan, what is given to employee? What is given to employee? Can I say option is given to employee? Means shares are not given. Option is given to employee. So under this plan, an option is given to employee. What is that option? Option is what? To subscribe a specified number of shares. It can be 100 shares, 200 shares, 1000 equity shares, or 1 equity shares, whatever. To subscribe equity shares of company at at some price. Correct now? At a price. At a price. This price is known as exercise price. करेक्ट ना? इसे क्या बोलते हैं? एक्सरसाइज प्राइस. So at a price, and that price will be lower than what? Market price. That price will be lower than the market price. So this exercise price will be what? Will be lower than what? Market price. Will be lower than market price. Correct? Understood this point? So on grant date, equity shares are not provided. An option has been given. Option means what? Option बोला, option means right. तो right is given to imply, right is given to imply that they can subscribe a specified number of equity shares at a predetermined price. So this price will be predetermined. This price will be predetermined. Correct? Predetermined price. Correct? I will give you the concept. Journal entry आपको देना है. Correct? I will not give you any journal entries. Journal entries you need to give me. Correct? Yes sir. इतना समझे? बोलो. Any doubt? No doubt. Now the question is that when employee will exercise this right. Are you getting what I am saying? So what entity will do? Entity will say, I have given an option that you can subscribe our shares at a price lower than market price. Therefore, you need to fulfill some conditions. Means nothing is free in India. Nothing is free in India. आप समझ रहे मेरी बात को? Means जहां पर entity has provided some benefit, so that benefit was not free of cost. उसने क्या लगा दिया? कुछ कंडीशन लगा दिया. There was certain condition. Condition was what? That condition may be what? That you need to remain in employment for 3 years. This is the condition. Means they will put some service condition. If you want equity shares, they have to remain in employment for 3 years. Continuous employment for 3 years. If you are in employment for 3 years, will provide equity share. Will provide equity shares. Are you getting what I am saying? Means lollipop दिखा दिया. Are you getting what I am saying? Are you able to understand? Correct? So what they said, कि you need to remain in employ for how many years? 3 years. And you need to perform some condition during this what? 3 years. This 3 year can be 1 year or more than 1 year or less than 1 year. Correct now. I am just taking the example of 3 years. That you need to remain in employment for 3 years. It can be less than 1 year. इसमें condition हो सकता है. You need to remain for 6 months only. Correct? Are you getting? Means there is some conditions. Conditions. These conditions are known as vesting conditions. In this chapter, these conditions are known as vesting conditions. Correct? Understood? So this vesting condition can be either service conditions or performance conditions. Or performance conditions. आप मेरी बात समझ पा रहे हो? Either it can be service conditions or performance conditions. Service condition means continuous employment or certain year. Performance condition means what? You need to remain in the employment and you need to also increase the turnover of the company. Means it is based on the performance of employee. So they will put one more condition that after 3 years the turnover of the company should increase by 100 crore. तो परफॉर्मेंस कंडीशन है तो इट कैन बी आइदर सर्विस कंडीशन और व्हाट परफॉर्मेंस कंडीशन डिपेंडिंग अपॉन प्लान ये बात समझे हैव यू अंडरस्टूड दिस पॉइंट करेक्ट तो वेस्टिंग कंडीशंस who need to who need to fulfill this condition employee need to fulfill this condition correct and therefore this period in which condition need to be fulfilled is known as vesting period. We call it what? Vesting period. Vesting period. Correct? Understood? This point? Yes, sir. Correct? Can I say once the condition is satisfied on this date, once the 3 year completed, and suppose the employee has fulfilled the condition, so this day the option will become vested. On this date, the option become vested option. Vested option. So what is the meaning of vested option? Means option got matured. Means now right is matured. Means now employee can exercise their right. Means during vesting period, employee cannot exercise their right. Once option become vested, now employee can exercise the right. Means vested option means what? Now employee can exercise their right. Employee can exercise the right. Employee can exercise their right. Correct? Understood? Which right? To purchase shares. But for purchase of shares, they need to pay what? Exercise price. They need to pay exercise price. Correct now. So now they can exercise their right. But to exercise their right, they need to pay what? Exercise price. They need to pay exercise price. Correct? So once the option become vested, this day is known as vesting day. This day is known as vesting day. I think you are able to understand what I am saying. Yes, sir. Correct. Means can I say on vesting day option become matured. Now on this date, employee need to pay exercise price. They want to purchase shares. Correct now. But it might happen. It might happen. Employee require a reasonable time for payment. Correct now. Are you getting what I am saying? कि on vesting day it might happen. It might happen. Employee is not having sufficient funds. Employee want to purchase, but they do not have sufficient fund. Therefore, reasonable time is given for exercise of right. Correct now. Let us assume 1 year has been given to exercise their right. It can be more than 1 year, less than 1 year, depending upon plan. So this during this period, employee can exercise their right. Employee can exercise their right by payment of exercise price. By payment of exercise price. This period is known as exercise period. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Correct. And the day on which they exercise their right, that is known as exercise day. For example, suppose they exercise their right on this date. So this is known as exercise day. Correct? Understood? Means if any employee does not exercise their right during exercise period, then at the end of exercise period automatically, can I say, the vested option will be cancelled. Vested option will be cancelled. Means even though they perform their condition but they do not pay exercise price within exercise period, then automatically the vested option will be cancelled. Means can I say on non-payment of exercise price, vested option will be automatically cancelled. Vested option can be automatically cancelled. One thing is clear that मेरी बात समझना, during 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 vesting period the options were unvested. Unvested options means during vesting period they were unvested. Option तो था but it cannot be exercised. Correct now. So we call it unvested options. And during exercise period it become vested options. Vested options. Correct. Understood this point? Can I say vested options can be cancelled? So can I say it can be cancelled? Yeah, it cannot. It will be cancelled. It will be cancelled on non-payment, non-payment of EP. EP means exercise price. On non-payment of exercise price. Automatically it will be cancelled. Automatically it will be cancelled. And can I say unvested options will be cancelled? Will be cancelled on non-performance, non-performance of conditions, non-performance of conditions. Condition can be either service condition or performance conditions. Correct now? Are you getting? Have you understood this much? This much have you understood? If you have understood this much, I will come to the accounting treatment. Batao. Have you understood all the terms? I have used what are terms? I've used grant day, then vesting day, then exercise day, then vesting period, then exercise period, then exercise price. Correct? Vested options, unvested options, all these terms have you understood? All these terms have you understood? Vesting conditions, service conditions, performance condition. Have you understood all these terms? Respond fast. Chalo. Everyone understood? Let us take a very simple example. A very simple example. Correct? And I will only explain journal entry you will give me. Correct? Yes, sir. Suppose this is vesting period VP. VP means vesting period. This is exercise period EP. Correct? This is exercise period, not exercise price. Then this is 1 4 2020. This is 31st March 2021. This is 31st March 2022. This is 31st March 2023. This is 31st March 2024. Correct? Understood? Now, number of employee is equal to 100. ठीक है. number of options number of options per employee 10. Number of options per employee 10. Correct? Means to each employee how many options given? 10 options. 10 options means they can purchase one share. Means of course 10 options means 10 shares. They can purchase 10 shares at an exercise price. So what is the exercise price? First write down nominal value. Nominal value means face value. Nominal value is, let us assume, 100, and market price, let us assume 120, and exercise price, let us assume 30. Correct? Understood this point? Very simple example I have taken. So how many employee? 100 employee. How many options per employee? 10 options. Means one employee can purchase 10 shares at what price? At rupees 30, even though the market price is 120. But they can purchase only during exercise period. Only during exercise period. And they need to, then what is the condition? Suppose condition लिख लो. Conditions क्या है? Service, continuous service of 3 years, continuous employment of 3 years. Correct? Now everyone, now first my question arises, just try to understand, कि the shares were issued, means shares will be issued at rupees 30, whose face value is what? 100, and whose market price is 120. Market price is 120. Correct? Understood? Now the question is that, question क्या हुआ? Everyone, what is the question? कि these shares are issued at discount or premium? This is the question. Question क्या हो रहा है? These shares are issued at discount or premium? मुझे बताओ एवरीवन. एक काम करते हैं, नॉमिनल वैल्यू कर देते 10, तब ज्यादा मजा आएगा. नॉमिनल वैल्यू इज 10, but these shares are issued at discount or premium. I have changed it. Nominal value is 10, but these shares are issued at discount or premium. Everyone respond fast. These shares are issued at discount or premium. बोलो. Everyone is saying premium, but are you satisfied with the answer? You are saying premium, but I am saying the market price of say is 120 and shares are given at rupees 30. ये डिस्काउंट लग रहा है कि प्रीमियम है? बोलो यस और नो. करेक्ट ना? इसको छोड़ो, छोड़ दो. लेट अस टेक सम अदर एग्जांपल. लेट अस टेक सम अदर एग्जांपल. करेक्ट ना? एक अलग एग्जांपल लेते हैं. करेक्ट. जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. कि सपोज you went to purchase chocolate. Understood? Whose MRP is rupees, whose retail price is rupees 10. Correct? Whose retail price is rupees 10. But due to what? Increase in demand and decrease in supply. Suppose the value of this become 100. Correct? It is quite possible. हो सकता है. And now this is the market value. And the sale price is 30. The sale price is 30 means now the vendor has sold this chocolate to you at rupees 30, but this is at premium or discount? This is at premium or discount? This is at premium or discount? बोलो everyone. In this example, but you purchase chocolate by paying some premium or at discount? Everyone respond. No one is responding. What happened? Have you understood the question or not understood the question? No. from seller and from buyer both point of view, just try to understand the value of this. मेरी बात समझो, वैल्यू कितना है, वैल्यू कितना है इसका, इसका मार्केट वैल्यू इज 100, मींस इट कैन बी सोल्ड एट रुपीज 100, it has been sold at rupees 100. So if you are selling at rupees 30, means some discount has been given to the buyer na, some discount has been given to buyer. Discount क्यों देंगे? Because that person is related, otherwise no one will give discount, no one will give discount. Are you able to understand what I am saying? मेरी बात समझना, करेक्ट. प्रीमियम फॉर सेलर कैसे हो सकता है रे, बताओ, वैल्यू कितना है, whose value is what, 100, and if I am selling at rupees 30, so I will sell at rupees 30, even though if I can get 100, so I am selling at rupees 30, means I want to give you some discount, मैं आपको डिस्काउंट देना चाहता हूं ना. एंड व्हाई आई विल गिव डिस्काउंट? बिकॉज कुछ ना कुछ इमोशनल अटैचमेंट है, कुछ ना कुछ इमोशनल अटैचमेंट है, अदरवाइज तो नो वन विल गिव, नो वन विल सेल एट लेस देन 100 रुपीज. आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम सेइंग? मेरी बात समझना एवरीवन. व्हेन आई से ट्रेड डिस्काउंट, ट्रेड डिस्काउंट तो एक जुमला है, मेरी बात समझो, ट्रेड डिस्काउंट के बारे में बात नहीं करते हैं. आफ्टर ट्रेड डिस्काउंट ओनली द फेयर वैल्यू इज कैलकुलेटेड, मींस इफ दिस इज 100 and I am giving you a discount of trade, means the market price is actually 90, because I want to sell at 90. मेरी बात समझना. तो we are not discussing here about trade discount. मेरी बात समझना, what is the value of the chocolate? 100, and if I am selling at rupees 30, so of course it means I want to offer you some discount, I want to offer you discount, and discount will be given because we have some sentiments, we have some sentiments. So from both buyer and seller, from both point of view, this is discount. एक के लिए प्रीमियम होगा, दूसरे के लिए डिस्काउंट होगा, कैसा कैसा बात करते हैं बताओ. फॉर वन इट विल बी डिस्काउंट रिसीव, फ्रॉम अदर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू दिस इज डिस्काउंट अलाउड. अंडरस्टूड दिस पॉइंट? करेक्ट. नहीं, नॉमिनल वैल्यू के बारे में बात मत करो ना. अभी आई एम नॉट टीचिंग यू कंपनी लॉ, आई एम नॉट टीचिंग यू कंपनी लॉ, आई एम टीचिंग यू अकाउंट्स, आई एम टीचिंग यू अकाउंट. आई हैव नेवर सेड अप्लाई कंपनीज एक्ट राइट नाउ. मैंने बोला क्या? जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. आई हैव जस्ट गिवन वन सिंपल एग्जांपल. व्हाट इज द मार्केट प्राइस? 120. What is the market price? 120. And if the company is giving the shares at rupees 30, तो यहाँ पे कहीं ना कहीं डिस्काउंट एलिमेंट है. बोलो yes or no? Are you able to understand? Now you are thinking from companies act point of view, but I am not teaching you companies act right now. Whether I am teaching you companies act, whether I am teaching you companies act, no, I am not teaching you companies act. I have asked you very simple example कि nominal value is 10, market price is 120, exercise price 30. बताओ, these shares are given a discount or premium? मैंने ये पूछा. कंफ्यूज हो गए? थोड़ा कंफ्यूज हो गए एवरीवन? आर यू कंफ्यूज्ड? बोलो. बताओ, these shares are given a discount or premium? Everyone respond. These shares are given a discount or premium? Try to think about substance of form, substance over form. We never do accounting as per legal document. Just try to understand what I am saying. We never do accounting as per legal document. Just think about substance over form. Substance over form. We have done many chapters based on substance over form. Correct now? So what I am saying, don't think about right now Companies Act. I have never said give me answer as per Companies Act. I am teaching you accounts, so you think as per substance over form. Substance over form. But all these shares are issued at discount or premium? तो कैन आई से, जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड मेरी बात को. कैन आई से दिस 90 is discount, this 90 is discount? Correct? Bolo. Now let us come to one more example. Everyone, we have done right shares, right shares, right shares किया. Now right shares are given to, बताओ, employee की existing shareholders. Right shares are given to employee की existing shareholders. but the rights shares are given to employee ki existing shareholders, everyone. Existing shareholders, correct. Now once again, suppose 100 shares, right shares are given to one shareholders, correct, whose nominal value is equal to 10, market price is equal to 120, and the right issue price is equal to 30, correct. Understood, correct. So of course, can I say these shares are issued at discount? These shares are issued at discount, correct. Bolo yes or no? These shares are issued at discount means our journal entry should be what? बैंक, मेरी बात समझना एवरीवन, बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट to equity capital, how much we receive? 30, 30. Let us suppose one shares only, one shares के बारे में बात करते हैं, one shares. तो can simply this should be the journal entry, bank account debit to capital, bank account debit to capital. Understood, correct. Understood. But can I say as per Companies Act, what journal entry we pass? Bank account debit 30 to equity capital 10 to securities premium 20 to securities premium 20 means this is as per Companies Act. This is as per Companies Act. Bolo yes or no? Means can I say premium is accounted because of Companies Act. Now Companies Act says anything received over and above nominal value is what? Premium. अरे कैसे premium? Can I say महाबकवास concept? महाबकवास concept means anything received over and above nominal value is premium. ये कौन सा बात हुआ? Are you getting what I am saying? Means we have never understood what is nominal value. Can I say nominal value is actually not the value of shares. This is the one imaginary figure which we have taken. This is the only one imaginary figure we have taken at the time of incorporation of the company. At the time of the incorporation of the company. Are you able to understand what I am saying? Means actually just try to understand. Here the shares are given to the shareholders at a discount of rupees 90. At a discount of rupees 90. तभी तो right है. Are you getting what I am saying? मेरी बात को समझना. At a discount of rupees 90. And can I say for the discount nothing was receivable. आपने एक discount दे दिया, but there was no condition for shareholder. There was no condition. Means actual journal entry तो ये होना चाहिए था, bank account debit to equity capital. Means can I say whatever received from honors should be transferred to capital. Only because of Companies Act, I think I have said somewhere the securities premium account is recorded. Means this is only because of Companies Act. If there is no Companies Act, I would have done this journal entry. I would have done this journal entry. Correct? And because accounting standard or our accounting policy cannot override a requirement of law. Therefore, right now we are passing this journal entry, but pakka one day will come when the Companies Act is going to amend. Means internationally we pass this journal entry. Internationally there is no Companies Act ना. Companies Act 2013 Indian Companies Act नहीं है. Are you able to understand? Internationally we pass this journal entry, but in India because of Companies Act we are passing this journal entry. Have you understood? Correct. Means can I say this actually this year's I issued discount, but because of Companies Act we are recognizing premium. Because of Companies Act we are recognizing premium. Bolo yes or no? Have you understood this point? Have you understood this point? Correct. Have you understood this point? Everyone respond what I am saying. Have you understood? Means of course in exam we don't pass this journal entry. We have to pass this journal entry only. Already we have done in the group 1 accounting chapter right shares किया, वहां पर I have given this journal entry, but that time I have not explained you this. I have not explained you this. But can I say the correct accounting should be bank account debit to capital 30-30? यही होना चाहिए. Correct ना? And of course the discount which is given on trade date is not recorded because आपने इसको 30 में दिया. How much amount you receive 30, that become what your contribution received from your owner. So how much contribution received 30, that become a part of capital, that become part of capital. Understood this point? Correct? Understood. But in right shares, just try to understand, in right shares there was no condition. There was no condition for exercise of their right. Means without any condition, each and every shareholders can exercise their right. Can exercise their right. Are you getting what I am saying? Means in right shares there was no condition, but in case of ESOP there is a condition. Means even though a right has been given, but with certain condition, and condition is what? They need to perform. They need to perform some condition during vesting period. Correct? Understood? Means can I say? Can I say? Can I say this discount is not free of cost in case of ESOP? मेरी बात समझना, this option is not at free of cost. Means for 90, means why 90 rupees discount has been given? Because entity will benefit from this 90 during which period? Vesting period. Because if employee will not leave the job, they will work. If they will work, so of course a motivated employee will work, and of course it will help in increasing the benefit of the entity. Means can I say in this case, just try to understand. In this case, can I say this 90 is not discount? This 90 is not discount because when you are saying discount, it is not recorded. Because already if trade discount is there, we never record it. So this 90 is not discount, this 90 is expense. This 90 is expense. And this expense will be recognized for which benefit will be received during vesting period. Are you able to understand what I am saying? मेरी बात समझ पा रहे हो? Are you able to understand what I am saying? Means why it is not a discount? पहले मैंने आपको बताया discount है, check करो. Means I am not talking about nominal value as compared to 30. Means I am not comparing nominal value with 30. The market price was 130. Sorry, market price was 120. अगर आप check करो, market price was 120. Out of these, can I say 30 will be received in the form of cash during what? Exercise price, and 90 will be received will be received will be received in the form of services during which period? During vesting period. Correct now. Means can I say shares are issued at 120? Out of 120, cash will be received. Means some consideration will be received in the form of cash, and some consideration will be received in the form of services. Some consideration will be received in the form of cash, and some consideration will be received in the form of services. बोलो yes or no? Correct? Have you understood what I am saying? बोलो. Have you understood this point? Respond. If you have understood, I will ask one question so that I can understand whether you have understood or not. Now my question to you all, everyone listen. My question to you all, the shares will be issued at rupees 30 कि at rupees 90 कि at rupees 120? मुझे बताओ. Shares will be issued to employee. Option number 1, 120. Option number 2, 30. Option number 3, 90. Option number 4, none of the above. Batao. So shares will be issued to the employee at which price? Shares are issued to the employee at which price? Batao. Everyone. Everyone respond please. Everyone need to participate in write down one option. कोई शर्म की बात नहीं है. आप कुछ लिखते हो गलत लिखते हो तो इसमें कोई शर्म की बात नहीं. Please respond everyone. Me still now you have not understood what I want to say. मेरी emotions को आप नहीं समझ पा रहे. बहुत दिन बाद मिल रहे हैं ना. Gap हो गया. You are not able to understand my emotions. You are not able to understand my emotion. I have already given answer कि out of 120, 30 will receive in the form of cash and 90 will receive in the form of services. Means what is the total consideration received? 120 means shares are given, shares are issued at 120 na. Just try to understand. Means I already said this is not a discount. 90 is not discount. Means the consideration is received in two forms. Some consideration is received in the form of cash and some consideration is received in the form of services. Correct ना? Are you reading? तो कैश मिला 30, सर्विस मिला 90, टोटल वैल्यू कितना 120 and in exchange of that I have given equity shares to employee. So this is not at all at discount. Means entire value has been received from employee. Entire value has been received from employee. Correct? Understood? बोलो. Have you understood? बोलो. Means just try to understand. Just try to understand. Suppose मेरी बात को समझना. Everyone. Suppose purchase of equity shares from company. I purchase 1000 equity shares of rupees 20. Correct? So I need to pay how much? I need to pay 1,20,000. Correct? So I can say to the company that I will give you cash of rupees 20,000 and audit service for which you need to pay. तो अब पे मत करना. For audit service of rupees 1 lakh. बोले yes sir. Correct? Audit service of rupees 1 lakh. Means I purchase equity shares of rupees 1000 of rupees 120. This is the market price. Market price. जिसके लिए how much cash I will pay 20,000 and how much service I will provide 1 lakh. Can you give me what is the journal entry in the books of company? Can you give me the journal entry in the books of company? बताओ. Journal entry क्या होगा? What will be journal entry in the books of company? बताओ. Everyone. What will be journal entry in the books of company? Correct. So what journal entry? Cash how much received? 20,000. Audit fee how much? Audit fee. ना like chartered accountant are not employees. Salary क्यों लिख दियो? Audit fee how much? 1 lakh. To what? Equity share capital 1,20,000. बताओ shares are issued at rupees what? Shares are issued at rupees 20 की 120. तो shares are issued at 20 की 120. Of course 120. So shares are issued at rupees 120. Are you getting? So it is not issued at discount. It is not issued at discount. That I want to say. वही मैं आपको समझाना चाह रहा हूं कि out of this 120, some condition will be fulfilled during vesting period. Either service condition or performance condition. Means बताओ, some services are provided by employee during vesting period or not. For that services, employee will charge or not. Of course, employee will charge. Means can I say whatever equity shares are they are getting for that services also. Means there is some component of services, some component of cash in options. Have you understood this point? Have you understood this point? So can it, this 90 is an expense which will be recognized in the books of art company. My question to you all, this 90 will be recognized during which period? First year, second year, third year, fourth year, which period बताओ? This 90 is an expense. तो total expense check करते हैं. Total expense कितना हुआ? 100 into 10 into 90. Correct? 100 is the number of employee. Each employee will get 10 option and 90 is the expense per option. So what is the total? 90,000. My question to you all, this 90,000 will be recognized as an expense during first year, second year, third year or fourth year? मुझे ये बता दो. Everyone. First year, second year, third year or fourth year? Very good. Excellent. Can I say will be amortized during vesting period? Excellent answer. Excellent answer. ऐसा आंसर आता तो दिल बाग बाग हो गया. Correct now. Excellent. Proportionately every year during vesting period. Correct now. Excellent. Why? Due to matching concept. As per matching concept. As per matching concept. Understood this point? Correct. Have you understood this point? Correct. Have you understood this point? Can you give me what journal entry? What type of journal entry you can pass? क्या journal entry pass करोगे मुझे बताओ? During vesting period, because shares will be issued during exercise period. So during vesting period, बताओ what journal entry will pass? For example, इसको amortize कर दे, divide by 1/3. तो 30,000 per year. 30,000 per year. Correct now. So my question to you all, what journal entry will do at the end of first year? At the end of first year, second year, third year, what type of journal entry will do? तो सोचो क्या journal entry हो सकता है? At the end of first year, second year, third year, what journal entry will do? Now, salary account debit to equity share capital, I think this will be wrong because equity shares will be issued during vesting sorry, during exercise period. Correct now. So we can increase the capital only when the shares are issued. So for that we need to wait. So you are saying salary account debit to equity share capital might be wrong. Might be, might be not. It is 100% wrong. So what journal entry you will do? अब बताओ ESOP account debit to cash. Whether cash is going out. कैसा कैसा बात करते हो? प्रथम कितने दिन बाद अकाउंट्स पढ़ रहे हो? आफ्टर हाउ मेनी डेज यू आर रीडिंग अकाउंट? सब चीज भूल गए हो. सैलरी अकाउंट डेबिट टू ईसॉप. अपने मन से एक अकाउंट बना लिया ईसॉप. करेक्ट ना? अग्रीइंग? चलो ठीक है. तो इट विल बी कैन आई से सैलरी अकाउंट डेबिट टू आउटस्टैंडिंग. आउटस्टैंडिंग ना, बिकॉज टिल नाउ इट इज नॉट पेड. टिल नाउ इट इज नॉट पेड. आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड? So it will be salary account debit to outstanding. Correct? Let me take one more example. Now we'll discuss the entire journal entry with this. Write down one example. Everyone, I'll give you one good example. Means I will give you one example of final level. Directly हम final level में आ जाते हैं. Correct? And let us understand the entire journal entry with that question. चलो. Write down the information. Number of employee. First देखो grant date. 1/4/2020. Number of employee 100. Option per employee. Option per employee 10. Service condition. Service condition 3 year. of continuous employment. Nominal value 100. Exercise price 25. Market price, 125. Yeah, 150. So this difference is known as intrinsic value of option. Option means right. So this is the value of right. 150 minus 25 means what? 125. Correct now. So this is known as value of option. Intrinsic value of option. Intrinsic value of option. Intrinsic value of option. Correct? Understood? Intrinsic value of option. Correct? So this 90 is known as value of service, or we call it intrinsic value of option. Intrinsic value of option. So option has been given, and for that option they need to provide services. Correct now. So that discount become the value of right. Value of right. Correct? Understood? Yes, sir. Intrinsic value of option. Correct? Then add on position as on 31st March 2021. 31st March 2021, 31st March 2022, 31st March 2023. Number of employee left. Number of employee left. So suppose number of employee left in first year is 10, then 15, then 5. Number of employee expected to leave. Correct? During 2021-22 and 2022-23. करेक्ट तो यहाँ लिखो it is 20 and 10 रेड ऑन यहाँ पर 12 just write down अभी I am not explaining anything I am framing one question correct देखो number of employee vested the option how many employee तो कहने से 100 minus 10 minus 15 minus 5 correct ना तो how many employee गया 30 30 means 70 employee So 70 employee vested options, correct? So actual number of employee who left is what? 10, 15, 5, 30, 30. 100 में से 30 गया. 70 employee has already vested the option on vesting day. So again, this is vesting day. This is vesting day. Correct? देखो. On 31st, correct? On 31st March 2024, 60 employee exercise the options and remaining options got cancelled. Calculate employee benefit expenses and pass journal entry. Correct? This is the question. एक पॉइंट छूट गया, यहाँ लिख लो एक्सरसाइज पीरियड इज 1 ईयर, तो डाउट नहीं आएगा. Somewhere write down exercise period is 1 year. Is 1 year. Understood? Have you written the question? Now one by one. Solution. I'll go one by one. Correct? First year. I mean, right now we'll only discuss about first year. Correct? बताओ. How many employee? 100. How many option per employee? 10. Correct? Understood? How many option per employee? 10. Correct? How many employee left? Employee left is equal to 10. And how many employee estimated to leave in second year and third year? Means at year end 1, 31st March 21, we are estimating that how many employee may further leave in second year. How many employee may further leave? 20. And how many employee may leave in third year? 10. These are expectation. Correct? Understood this point? And what is the intrinsic value of option? Intrinsic value of option कितना निकाला? 125. Intrinsic value of option कितना था? 125. Correct? Understood? ये बात. Means value of option is what? 125. Correct? Understood? Now just try to understand मेरी बात को. This is the vesting period. Means can I say we need to find out the number of employee who is going to vest the option on vesting day. Means जो employee यहाँ पर होंगे उन्होंने कंडीशन पूरा किया है ना. Means can I say entity has received benefit from the services of those employees who has completed entire 3 years, and they are only entitled to options, and they are only entitled to exercise the options. Correct now? Means if you want to recognize the expense, तो बताओ, you need to recognize the expense फॉर द इंटायर वेस्टिंग पीरियड, आपको जो इंटायर वेस्टिंग पीरियड का एक्सपेंस रिकॉग्नाइज करना है, बताओ दैट शुड बी फॉर एक्चुअल नंबर एम्प्लॉय और on grant day or actual number employee on at year end 1, that is 90, or estimated number employee who may vest the option on vesting day. तो estimated number employee कितने हुए, 100 minus 10 minus 20 minus 10 means कितना हो गया, 60. Are you getting? This may change because it's the estimated number of employee. And if you are saying, sir, why will estimate, then I will say you, sir, then why you charge depreciation? The entire depreciation is also based on estimated useful life. Are you getting? An estimated residual value which you reassess whenever required, whenever required. Are you getting what I am saying? So my question to you all, but you recognize expenses based on which number employee? The actual number employee on grant day, या actual number employee at year end 1, कि estimated number employee who is going to vest the option on vesting day, estimated number employee who is going to vest the option on vesting day, बताओ you will take which number employee? Everyone. Estimated number of employee, very good. Estimated number of employee means, can I say, देखो, calculation of employee benefit expense to be recognized during vesting period. So can I say this will be year end 31st March 2021, correct? So the how many employee you will take? 100 minus 10 actual number employee minus estimated number employee is what, 30, correct? Into option per employee, that is 10, into intrinsic value per option. So intrinsic value of option is what, 125. Have you understood this point? And this is the total value of option during 3 years, but we need to recognize for 1 year. So you will do what, into 1 divided by 3, into 1 by 3. So you only said amortize on what, SLM basis during the vesting period, to into 1 by 3. So what is the total value of option during vesting period? Is the estimated value of option, that is number of employee into option per employee into value of option into value of option. Have you understood this point? ये point समझे, बोलो. Have you understood this calculation? Everyone respond. तो ये कितना आया, 60 into 10 into 125 divide by 3, तो 25,000. This is coming 25,000, correct? Have you understood this calculation? Yes, sir. Now, can I say 31st March 2022? Our estimation might change. Our estimation might change. Now you can see, we estimated that 20 employee will leave यहाँ पर, but actual number employee left is what, 15. So we need to do reassessment. We need to do reassessment due to changes in our estimation, but I will do reassessment on prospective basis or retrospective basis. Can I say always prospective? Whenever there is an estimation change, always do accounting on prospective basis, not on retrospective basis, not on retrospective basis. Correct? Understood? So you need to reassess the expense. Ab kitna hua? What they are saying? Now employee left. Now employee left is 15 and estimated employee to leave in third year. थर्ड ईयर में कितना लीव किया बताओ? 12. एस्टिमेटेड एम्प्लॉय टू लीव इन थर्ड ईयर इज व्हाट? 12. करेक्ट? अंडरस्टूड? तो बताओ, यो ऑफ कोर्स नाउ यू नीड टू रीअसेस. तो क्या होगा? 100. अब वी कैन स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 90. 90 में और कितना गया बताओ? 15. एंड एस्टिमेटेड नंबर एम्प्लॉय टू लीव इज व्हाट? 20. करेक्ट? अंडरस्टूड? into 10 into 125 into 10 into 125. Correct? Now we do reassessment. So we'll do what? We'll first calculate the cumulative expense of 2 years. We'll first calculate cumulative expense of 2 years. We will do 2 by 3. We'll do 2 by 3. So how much it is coming? Check करेंगे. 90 minus 15 minus 12 into 10 into 125 into 2 divided by 3. 2 divided by 3 is equal to what? 52,500. 52,500. Correct? Understood? Means this is the total expense to be recognized during how many year? 2 year. This is the total expense to be recognized during how many year? 2 year. Out of which how much already recognized? Out of this how much already recognized? 25,000. तो इसमें से माइनस कर देंगे less expense which is already recognized 25,000. So बताओ how much will be recognized in the second year? 52,500 minus 25,000 is equal to 27,500. This point have you understood? This point have you understood? And third year, can you third year will take actual number of employee only? The third year, 31st March 2023. But I will take how many employee vested option? How many employee vested option? 70. Means और कितना चला गया? 5 चला गया. So now actual number of employee who vested the option is 70. Means we recognize the expense based on 70. So automatically correction हो गया? Correct. Yes sir. So now we'll take 70 employee into 10 into 125 divide by 3 into 3 minus what? 52,500. Means this is the total expense of 3 year, out of which how much already recognized? 52,500. तो ये कितना आया? 70 into 10 into 125 minus what? 52,500 is equal to 35,000. Correct? एक काम करो, पहले इसको लिख लो. दिस इज कमिंग हाउ मच? 70 into 10 into 125 is equal to 87,500. एंड इसमें से लेस कर देंगे expense already recognized, that is what? 52,500. so how much expense will be recognized? 35,000. have you understood this point? ये point समझे? yes sir. correct. have you understood this point? Any doubt in this calculation? I have taken a very good question initially only. मैंने एक अच्छा question ले लिया initially. I think no doubt in calculation, but even though you have some doubt, you can ask me right now, because बाद में मत पूछना कि सर ये क्या हुआ, ये क्या हुआ. There are some point to be discussed जो मैंने discuss नहीं किया, but whatever I have not discussed, don't think about that. Whatever I'm discussing उसमें कोई doubt है तो अभी पूछो. Everyone respond. Please, everyone need to respond. Now we'll do past journal entry. Write down. Books of company I have not given you the name of company. Journal. The first journal entry was on 1/4/2020, means on Grand Day. But on Grand Day, what journal entry we should pass? Everyone. So once again I will repeat the expense. What I am saying, we'll need to calculate expense on some estimated basis. So we need to find out the estimated number of employee who is going to vest the option on vesting day. Estimated number employee who is going to vest the option on vesting day. So in first year, actual number employee who has left the job is 10. So of course they are not entitled to options. तो उसको तो बात दो. And we are also expecting that in second year and third year, more 30 employee may leave. More 30 employee may leave. Therefore, as per our expectation, it might happen only 60 employee vest the option. So we'll calculate expense based on 60 employee in first year. That is coming 25,000 into 1 by 3. I think into 1 by 3 you have understood. Into 1 by 3. So the value of option will be what? Number of employee multiplied by option per employee multiplied by value of option. What is the value of option? Intrinsic value of option. Intrinsic value of option means what? Market price on grant day minus exercise price. Market price on grant day minus exercise price. I think you have understood. Second year, 1 second we'll do reassessment of the expense. So now in second year, further employee who left the job is 15 employee, and we are expecting on second year that more 12 employee may leave in third year. Means now we'll calculate expense based on 90 minus 15 minus 12, means 63 employee. So first year we have done the expense recognition based on 60 employee, but now we are expecting that now the circumstances have changed, and now there are, what is the expectation? That 63 employee may leave. 63 employee may leave. So of course you need to do reassessment of first year also, because first year you have done some expense recognition based on how many employee? 60 employee. But will not change the financial statement of first year. Whatever assessment will do reassessment in the second year. Have you understood now, Anurag, what I am saying? Have you understood, Anurag? So because we need to do reassessment of expense second year, first we calculate cumulative expense to be recognized up to 2 year, means first year and second year. Therefore we have done 2 by 3. 2 by 3 means the expense of first year and second year. Out of 52,500, how much already you have recognized? That is 25,000. The balance is 27,500 that will be recognized. Correct. In third year, can I say, now we know the actual number of employee who has vested option, that is 70. So now we are doing reassessment based on correct number of employee. तो expense होना चाहिए 87,500, उसमें से कितना अभी तक recognize कर लिए? 52,500. तो in third year how much expense we should recognize? Understood? Understood this point? Yes sir. Now on grant day बताओ what journal entry? Once the option is announced on that day, what journal entry बताओ? Everyone. But on grant day, when the option has been announced, what journal entry we should pass? Excellent. No journal entry, because can I say no service has been provided, so there is no obligation to pay anything. So there is no asset, no liability on grant day. So no journal entry. Very good. Excellent. Then on 31st March 2021. So can I say we'll pass one journal entry. Employee compensation account debit. Means will not write salary, will use a different account. You have said correct salary account debit, but will not write salary, we write on employee compensation account debit, means this is a nominal account. To what? To stock option outstanding account. Stock option outstanding account. We can also write down employee stock option outstanding account, वो भी ले सकते हैं. Either you write down employee stock option outstanding account or stock option outstanding account. So what is the amount? Amount कितना हुआ? Amount is 25,000. Amount is 25,000. Correct? Understood this point? So this is what? It is nothing but salary account debit to salary payable. Salary account debit to salary payable. Correct now? Many of you have given that journal entry also. आपने वो journal entry दिया था. Salary account debit to salary payable. My question to you all: this stock option outstanding account is a liability or it is not a liability? मुझे बताओ. Is a liability or is not a liability? Everyone respond. Is a liability or is not a liability? I have given you the definition of liability, I think when I have done framework chapter in group 1 accounting, correct? So this stock option outstanding is a liability or is it not a liability? What is the meaning of liability? Check करते हैं liability का मतलब क्या होता है. Liability means present obligation arising from past event which will be settled through outflow of resource. You remember this definition, which will be settled through outflow of resource. Can I say stock option outstanding, there is no outflow of resource in future? मीन्स इसके लिए तो इक्विटी शेयर इशू करेंगे ना. मीन्स देयर इज नो आउटफ्लो ऑफ कैश और एनी अदर एसेट, therefore it is not a liability. It is as simple as it is a part of equity, means it is reserve. It is reserve. I am very much happy many of you have given the journal entry salary account debit reserve. I don't know how you have given that journal entry, but 100% correct. Those who have said salary account debit reserve when I was asking journal entry, 100% correct, 100% correct. But I don't know how you have written reserve by your own. अपने मन से रिजर्व कैसे लिख लिया. बहुत अच्छी बात है. इफ यू आर राइटिंग रिजर्व मींस यू आर गोइंग टू बिकम चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट. करेक्ट. तो दिस स्टॉक ऑप्शन आउटस्टैंडिंग, आउटस्टैंडिंग आउटस्टैंडिंग डज नॉट मीन इट इज पेएबल. मींस इतना इतना स्टॉक अभी आउटस्टैंडिंग है which can be allotted in future, which can be allotted in future, and if it is allotted in future it will become equity, not liability. So there is no obligation to pay this amount in future, therefore it is not a liability. So this will be shown in the balance sheet under the head reserve and surplus. Under the head reserve and surplus. Correct. So this is a equity. This is an equity, and this will be shown under the head reserve and surplus. Reserve and surplus. Correct. An employee compensation account will be transferred to PL account. So on the same date, we'll pass one journal entry PL account debit to employee compensation account. 25,000. First year over. Now we'll come to second year. 31st March 2022. Once again same journal entry. Employee compensation account debit to stock option outstanding account. So what is the second year expense kitna tha? 27,500. So now we'll do the journal entry with 27,500. Correct. Then same date, what journal entry? Profit and loss account debit to employee compensation account 27,500. 27,500. Very simple. Okay, third year also same journal entry will be repeated. So 31st March 23. Once again we write down the journal entry. Employee compensation account debit to stock option outstanding account. To stock option outstanding account. I think the expense is 35,000, right? So we'll do the journal entry with 35,000, correct? 35,000, correct? Yes, sir. Then profit and loss account debit to what? Employee. Achha, narration is mandatory. What will be the narration? I will give in the some other solution, correct? Narration बहुत जरूरी है. Simple narration is what being expense recognized, being expense charged to PL इस तरह लिखेंगे. 35,000, 35,000. तो कहने से वेस्टिंग पीरियड अकाउंटिंग ओवर वेरी सिंपल. 3 जना एंट्री पास करना है फॉर 3 ईयर, करेक्ट ना? वेरी सिंपल. नाउ विल कम टू व्हाट? एक्सरसाइज पीरियड. नाउ आई हैव गिवन यू द एक्सरसाइज डे 31st March 2024. चेक करेंगे क्या लिखा है. On 31st March 2024, out of 70 employee, means the options were vested for 70 employee, but out of 70, 60 employee vested, 60 employee exercise their right, and 10 employee when nalayak वो बोले कि नहीं लेना है मुझे, because it is only a right, not an obligation, correct? Now arguing, तो 60 employee exercise the options, correct? तो can I say, just try to understand. ठीक है. तो now we are doing on exercise day. First we receive exercise money. तो what journal entry? Bank account debit. Bank account debit. We write down to stock option outstanding account. So we receive money for stock option only. Correct. So bank account debit. But now for how many employees? 60 employees. So 60 into 10. What was the exercise price? Exercise price कितना दिया था? 25. What is the exercise price? Check कर लो. What is the exercise price? 25. Correct. So into 25 करेंगे. So this much money is received. 25. So 60 into 10 into 25 is equal to 15,000 we have received. 15,000 we have received. Means can I say now for 60 employee exercise price and the value of service both received. Value of service both received. Now for 60 employee we need to allot shares. We need to allot shares also. We'll pass one journal entry. Stock option. Stock option outstanding account debit to equity share capital equity share capital. And because of Companies Act, anything received over and above nominal value will be considered as premium. ये company के कारण can I say some securities premium will come. Some securities premium will come. Understood? Correct. I'm just giving one hint. You need to give me the amount. I'm just giving the hint. Can I say? Can I say, everyone, कि this stock option outstanding account is already credited for the value of service, means value of option plus now cash. So what is the intrinsic value of option is 125 and how much cash received? 25. इस बात को समझे? बोलो. Are you able to understand what I am saying? It means total consideration received is 150. Total consideration received 150. Out of 150, 100 is the nominal value. So 50 is what? Premium. Can you give me this amount? Can you give me this amount, everyone? Can you give me this amount, everyone? Very good. So okay, this is what 60 into 10 into 150. 150. So 150 is what? Intrinsic value of option plus exercise price. So this is what? Intrinsic value of option plus exercise price. That is equal to 90,000. 90,000. And 60 into 10 into nominal value will be what? Your capital, and 60 into 10 into 50 will be your premium 30,000. 30,000. Correct. Understood this point? Understood this point? Correct. Understood. So can I say we recognize the expense for 70 employee, but out of 70 employee, how many expenses can how many stock option outstanding is converted into equity share capital for 60 employee? Means 10 employee, the vested options will be cancelled. So that need to be reversed. That need to be reversed. So write down last journal entry 31st March 2024 for vested option cancel. What journal entry? So what we'll do, stock option outstanding account will be debited. Stock option outstanding account will be debited for how many employee? 10 employee, 10 option, and how much already you have credited, that is 125. Yeah. So 10 into 10 into 125 is equal to 12,500. But it will be transferred to which account? To what? बताओ. Stock option outstanding account debit to what? So it will be credited to general reserve. General reserve. Correct? 12,500. So it is cancellation. So one equity means, can is the stock option outstanding account is also reserve. So one reserve is transferred to another reserve. But now because it is cancelled, we will not keep it in stock option outstanding account. So that will be transferred to general reserve. That will be transferred to general reserve. Correct. Very correct. Understood this entire point? Have you understood? Very simple. Very simple. Correct. Now if you have understood, can I give everything in writing? This chapter is more or less over. Now, of course, after the notes, whatever I give, I'll do all the question. It is very simple. Ho gaya, khatam. This much. Have you understood? Can I give everything in writing? Bolo. I think the last journal entry also you have understood the vested option cancel, stock option outstanding account will be cancelled and transferred to what? General reserve. General reserve. So write down. Accounting treatment for equity settled equity settled accounting treatment for equity settled employee share based payment. You can see I've written equity settled. There is one cash settled also, but that is not in our syllabus. Cash settled, which is where the cash will be paid based on the price of equity share, that is not in our syllabus. Correct? Understood? So point number one, on grant day, can I say no journal entry? Correct? Point number two, during vesting period. During vesting period. Point number A, for recognition of employee benefit expense at the end of each accounting period. At the end of each accounting period. So what journal entry? Employee compensation account debit to employee stock option outstanding account. Correct? Understood? Point number B. For transfer of expense to PL. For transfer of expense to PL. What journal entry? Profit and loss account debit to employee compensation account. Employee compensation account. Let us some note. Note number 1. Stock option outstanding account is equity and therefore it will be shown under the head reserve and surplus. Correct? Calculation of value of option to be recognized as an expense during what? Vesting period. Set down. Cumulative value of option to be recognized till expired period less value of option already recognized as an expense during prior years. Correct? So this will be recognized as an expense. Correct? Value of option to be recognized as expense during current reporting period. Reporting period. I'm just giving everything in writing so that you can understand. देखो, point number 3, cumulative value of option to be recognized till expired period is equal to number of options expected to vest multiplied by value of option divided by total vesting period multiplied by expired period. I think you understood this point. Number of option expected to vest. Correct. So if they have given number of option expected to vest, तो employee निकालने की जरूरत नहीं ना. But suppose they have not given, लिखेंगे number of options expected to be vest is equal to number of employee expected to fulfill the vesting conditions. Vesting conditions. Fulfill the vesting conditions multiplied by options per employee. Options per employee. Correct. Point number 4. Point number 4. Value of options can be either point number A, fair value of options, or point number B, intrinsic value of option, intrinsic value of options. Till now we have not discussed about fair value of option, so that we'll discuss, don't worry. But लिखो first preference should be given to fair value of options. First preference, if given, if first preference should be given to fair value of option, if not given, then we'll use what? Intrinsic value of option from examination point of view. Correct? Are you getting what I'm saying? So point number 5 लिखो, intrinsic value of option, intrinsic value of option will be used when fair value of option, fair value of option is not given in the question. Fair value of option is not given in question. देखो, intrinsic value of option is equal to market price of shares, market price of shares on grant day minus what? Exercise price. देखो, subsequent changes in market price of shares, market price of shares is not relevant, is not relevant for calculation of expense, is not relevant for calculation of expense. Correct? Understood this point? Correct? Up to this any doubt? No doubt. So this was during vesting period. This was during vesting period. I was giving a note for vesting period. Point number 2 during vesting period. Now write down point number 3 during exercise period. During exercise period. Correct. देखो, point number A, on exercise day, on exercise day, on receipt of exercise price, if any, means it might happen the shares are given at free of cost, means exercise price may be zero also. Correct? Now exercise price may be zero, means it can be given at free of cost. Correct? Now then intrinsic value will be equal to market price. Intrinsic value will be equal to market price. Is लिखा on receipt to exercise price if any लिखा है. Correct? So journal entry is what? Bank account debit to employee stock option outstanding account. Correct? Then point number 2, on allotment of equity shares, on allotment of equity shares, what journal entry? क्या journal entry पास करेंगे? Stock option outstanding account debit to equity share capital to securities premium. Correct? Securities premium. Simple. This is what with value of option. Value of option. Now I'm saying whenever value option, it means intrinsic value or fair value. Correct ना? तो जो भी लिया है with value option plus exercise price. This is with nominal value. Nominal value. And this is with premium. Premium. Correct? Understood? Note, above journal entry can be compounded. Means we can pass one single journal entry for the above two journal entry. तब कैसे करेंगे? तो we write down bank account debit with exercise price stock option outstanding account debit with value of option to equity share capital with nominal value. Correct? And to securities premium with premium. Simple. So normally in your suggested answer of the ICI, they have given this compound journal entry. So we can compound journal entry on the assumption that exercise date and allotment date are same. इसको compound भी कर सकते हैं. Correct? Then लिखो point number B. For cancellation of vested option, if any, on last day of exercise period. Last day of exercise period. What journal entry? Stock option outstanding account debit to general reserve. General reserve. Understood? Correct? Understood. देखो. Note, there will be no separate journal entry there will be no separate journal entry for cancellation of unvested option as expenses are already adjusted or reassessed for cancellation of unvested options. I think the last point you have already understood, because we are doing reassessment of expenses due to cancellation of unvested option. Unvested option means those options which got cancelled during vesting period due to non-performance of condition. तो उसके कारण जितने भी एम्प्लॉय छोड़ के जा रहे थे, we have already have done the reassessment of the expenses. Therefore, we don't pass a separate journal entry for cancellation of unvested option. But the entire recognition of expense has been done for vested option. तो आपने एक्सपेंस रिकॉग्नाइज किया फॉर द एंटायर वेस्टेड ऑप्शन, तो वेस्टेड ऑप्शन गॉट कैंसल, तो उसको रिवर्स करना जरूरी है. हैव यू अंडरस्टूड दिस नोट? दिस नोट यू हैव अंडरस्टूड? बोलो, हैव यू अंडरस्टूड दिस नोट? बोलो. बोलो. नेक्स्ट नोट. ड्यूरिंग exercise period, if market price fall below exercise price, then employee will not exercise their options, and all the options, all the vested options will automatically will be cancelled, will be cancelled. So during exercise period, if the market price is less than exercise price, so of course they can purchase from market only. So of course they will not subscribe this year, because there is only a right but no obligation, so they will not exercise their right. So automatically all the vested options will be cancelled. Then we'll pass the journal entry of what? Cancellation of vested options. I think this note also you have understood. This note also you have understood. Bolo. Correct. Any doubt? I think मेरी बात समझना. Apart from 2 point, इसको छोड़ के any doubt you ask me, there are 2 point which I have not explained. First, what is the fair value of option? वो हमने डिस्कस नहीं किया. तो apart from this point जहां लिखा है fair value of option, कि this is a star mark, and one note I have given कि point number C, subsequent change in the market price is not relevant. इस दोनों नोट को छोड़ के any doubt you have, apart from these two note, any doubt you have, you can ask me. बोलो, any doubt you have? Apart from these two note, let us come to one question of the book. We'll discuss this two note but not today. आज नहीं डिस्कस करेंगे, पहले बहुत डिस्कस कर लिया. तो leave that to note. I think one thing you have understood, if fair value of option is not given, then we'll always use intrinsic value of option. अब fair value दे दिया है, then thank you very much. Then thank you very much. Correct. Let us take one question. Question number 1. X Limited offered X Limited offered 15,000 ESOP to its employee on 1st April 2001, exercisable on 31st March 2004. Exercisable on 31st March 2004. On 1st Jan 2002, 1,000 options were withdrawn from employee. 1,000 options were withdrawn from employee X. So of course it means it is cancellation of unvested options. On 31st March 2003, 2,000 options were cancelled due to resignation of employee. Rest of the options were availed by employee on due date. Market price on 1/4/2001 for equity shares of the company is 40. Face value is 10. However, the market price on 31st March 2004 is 80 per share. Generalized entry. Generalized interest. Correct? Understood? So they ask very simple question. I have given a very good question. जहाँ पे employee छोड़ के जा रहे हैं, आके जा रहे हैं, lot of informations were given. Correct ना? But let us take one this question. Yes, sir. So let me explain you with the timeline. So we are doing question number one. Question number one. Correct. So what they said, what is the grant date on 1st April 2001? How many options? They have given option, total number of option means they have not given number employee. उन्हें बोल दिया इतना options है to the all employees. Correct. And exercisable on 31st March 2004. So this is what? 2001. This is 31st March 2002. This is 31st March 2003 and this is 31st March 2004. Correct. So options, Kunal, your doubt I will take not today. Tomorrow you ask me this doubt. I want to complete these questions. Correct now. Kunal, your doubt I will take tomorrow. Anish, your doubt why stock option outstanding account is equity. Correct now. It is equity only because when I say liability means either it will be liability or equity. Liability means there is an obligation to pay. Pay either in cash or in the form of any other asset. But can I say there is no outflow of resource for stock option outstanding account that will be merely converted into equity shares. So it is a part of equity. So right now it is considered as equity means reserve and surplus. I'm not saying equity say capital. It is considered as equity. Equity means including reserve and surplus. When I say equity, equity means equity say capital plus reserve and surplus. Correct now. So equity ये मत समझना I am saying equity share capital. I am saying equity. Equity include reserve and surplus. Correct Anish? Your doubt over? बोलो. Your doubt over? So 1/4/2001, how many options granted? That is 15,000 options granted and exercisable on 31st March 2004. Whenever they have not given exercise period, so it means, can I say this will be means this there is it means will considered as there is no exercise period. So whenever they have not given any information about exercise period, we'll assume that this day will become exercise day. This day will become exercise day. Correct? On 1st Jan 2002, how many options were withdrawn? On 1st Jan 2002 means next 1st Jan 2002 will come यहाँ पर 1,000 options got cancelled. Cancelled means can I say on this date only 14,000 options were left. 14,000 options were left. Correct? Understood? And on 31st March 2003, on this date, 2,000 more options were cancelled. 2,000 more options were cancelled. Means can I say how many options were left? 12,000 options were left and nothing is given for the third year. Means can I say here also 12,000 options will be left. Now, in this question, they have not given the expected number of employee who can leave the job. So we'll assume that whatever current scenario, that total number of employee will always best the option. So they have not given any information about expected number of employee. So we'll take actual number of employee, will always best the option. So if information is not given, we cannot do it now. Rest of the options were availed by the employee. Correct. Market price kitna tha? Here the market price is how much? 40. Correct. Exercise price is how much? Exercise price is how much? Correct. So in this question you can see the exercise price is not given. So exercise price will take 0. And what is the nominal value of shares? Nominal value of shares is 10. Now exercise price has been increased to 80. So exercise price kitna aa gaya? 80. Can I say one note I have given कि subsequent change in the market price is not relevant for calculation of option expense. So can I say this price is not at all relevant? This price is not at all relevant. Have you understood this point? बोलो इतना समझे तो बताओ. First we'll calculate expense. तो लिखो calculation of value of option to be recognized as expense during vesting period. Year end. बताओ year end कितना? First 31st March 2002. बताओ how many options you will take? What is the number of options will take? The number of options will be what? 14,000. 14,000. What is the intrinsic value? Intrinsic value is what? So intrinsic value is 40 minus 0, 40. So intrinsic value is 40. बोलो yes or no? बोलना रे. Intrinsic value is what? So can I say intrinsic value means what? Everyone. It means market price on grant date minus exercise price. So exercise price is not given. So we'll take 40 only. So into 40 divide by 3 into 1 is equal to how much? So can I say this will come how much? 14,000 into 40 divide by 3 is equal to 1,86,667. Then 31st March 2003. Now how many options remain? तो out of 14,000 2,000 cancel हो गया. तो बचा कितना? 12,000. 12,000 into 40 divide by 3 into 2. So this become expense of first and second year. But out of this how much already recognized? कितना recognize कर चुके हैं? 1,86,667. So this is coming how much? check करेंगे. 20,000 sorry 12,000 into 40 into 2 divided by 3 is equal to 3,20,000. 3,20,000 minus कितना? 1,86,667 is equal to how much? ये कितना आया? It will be 1,33,333. correct? तो 1,33,000 कितना? wrong, sorry, 3,20,000. 1 second. 3,20,000 minus 1,66,667. अरे यार 3,20,000 minus 1,66,667 is equal to 1,53,000. 1,53,333. Then last 31st March 2004. Correct? So once again we'll take 12,000 only. 12,000 into 40 into 3 by 3. I'm writing into 3 by 3 so that you can understand total vesting period is 3 only. Correct? Minus 3,20,000 minus 3,20,000 is equal to what? It will come 12,000 into 40 minus 3,20,000. कितना आया? 1,60,000. Have you understood this? Very simple. Very simple. Any doubt in calculation? Any doubt in calculation? Any doubt in calculation, everyone? Respond fast. गलती हुआ है? 1 lakh, sorry, 3,20,000 minus 1,86,667. Oh, it is 1,33,000. My mistake. 1,33,333. Okay. Now okay. कैलकुलेटर साथ नहीं दे रहा है. एक्चुअली भूख लग रहा है मुझे अब. आई एम फीलिंग हंग्री. हैव यू अंडरस्टूड दिस पॉइंट? बोलो. करेक्ट. कैन यू डू द जर्नल एंट्री बाय योर ओन? You want me to? Can you do the journal entry by your own? So in this case, vesting day and exercise day will be same. Vesting day and exercise day will be same, and they all the employee has exercised option, so there is no vested option cancel. Correct now? Vested option cancel नहीं है. Correct? So 2 points are left. What is fair value? And one more doubt कि sir why? What about this? एक doubt आपके मन में ये भी आ रहा होगा. What about this? Correct ना? Understood? कि exercise price is, sorry, this is the market price. Market price is equal to 80, and I have given one note that subsequent change in the market price is not relevant for recognition of expense. ये भी एक doubt है. So these are doubt. Two doubts are pending. One more doubt which has been asked, वो भी पेंडिंग है. तो आज के लिए इतना करते हैं, कल इसको और समझते हैं. आई थिंक द अकाउंटिंग पॉइंट ऑफ इज ओवर. ओनली आई नीड टू गिव यू मोर कॉन्सेप्ट बिहाइंड दिस. करेक्ट? अंडरस्टूड? आई थिंक टुडे यू हैव अंडरस्टूड. बहुत दिन के बाद मिले, क्या समझ में आ रहा है? बोलो. वी मेट आफ्टर अ गैप ऑफ आई थिंक 1 month. Have you understood whatever we have done? Correct. If you want to do question number 2 as homework. If you want to do, otherwise I will to do it in class only. Don't worry. ठीक है? So for today this much only. Thank you very much. We'll meet tomorrow. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Enjoy your remaining day. Bye bye. Take care.